Hi guys, so today I'm going to try out this lineup that Craftstash brought out a couple months ago. It's a Craftstash and Company line, but featuring Marta Debicka, it says. It's on the border is what the name of the collection is. So I'll have the links in the description box. Those will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items through those links. So they're actually having a special right now, I think until July 31st. You know, UK time on some of these items, a different collection, a whole bundle, which is awesome because I have part of the collection here, but the whole bundle I think is roughly like 39 bucks or so. So I'm already opening this die set. This is the On the Border die set. They have another one that makes like a pocket, but is also shaped kind of like this. No, not that one. Well, yeah, I guess like this one, but part of it, right? It's like swooshed up to here. So that's another one of the sets. And then they have like a sentiment set, which I would love to have, so I'll probably grab that too, since I don't have it yet. But the complete bundle has everything. We have, look at this die. Oh my gosh. It's a doily die, and it's an inlay, as you can see, but on the inside it does cut that middle portion. And then this is the outer die if you want to use them together. Let's say you just want to, you know, maybe inlay that on a card front. That'd be really cool because that will be gone, but then this little portion will be there. But if you pair it with this one, you have like a little doily kind of frame. You can always just keep it together if you just want like to stay together. Just put it back on your paper with the paper that was going to fall out the center. Just leave it there. There's another one here that does like a what's the word? Like this pattern. I guess it's like an embossed pattern that ends up in there. I don't know if you can see, my camera's picking up kind of funny. So it has the line obviously that cuts the circle, and that also layers in there, and then it has like this embossing area or embossed area. These little strips, same thing, they kind of echo what's going on there, but it's a strip that cuts its own edge. This one does too, but this one's obviously shaped differently. We have these little guys. Oh, this one's a little bit, there we go. Put him back in the way he should be. He'll flatten out in the machine. I mean, you can play with these together, you know, use the one, use the next. They all kind of do some fun stuff. So each one of these is like, well, this one's 4 1/4. This one's just over 4 inches in length. So just to let you know how long those are. This one's a straight one. So if you like that. And then they also have the little die that would be on the edge of the shape of whatever the shape is. So I guess this one and this one. Oh. Let's grab that. Pushing it to the end over there. So these guys match up in there, right? You can see that. And then same thing with the other guys. And then they have this shape here. This, I don't know, it's like a little, oh, it's a tag. That's what it is. I mean, it looks like a little gift, but you know, it's basically a tag. So you can put a sentiment on here if you want. I mean, that's how I would see it. But, so it has that. Let me put these to the side real quick. I have this stamp set. This is a big stamp. Let me see what that would do. It would stamp just about 4 inches by 5 1/2, just over 5 1/2. And then we have all these other pieces. We have the little leaves and all these pretty pieces here. Again, stamp them, color them, stamp them on colored paper, tone on tone, all those different things you can do with obviously stamps. And what's nice is that these are acrylic stamps, is that it comes with your dies for the flowers. So you can do a background, and then you have your pretty flowers and things. And I don't know if you can see the background, it's like a little eyelet, just like the lace that's in the first kit. Sorry about the glare, guys. So there's that. And then we have the die to cut out everything, I believe. I'm not going to match them up completely, but there you go. Alright. And then the paper pack. So let me put this to the side. But like I said, there are more pieces to the collection, and right now on sale is like the whole collection, a bundle, if it's still available, right? Okay, so these are the papers, 190 GSM it says, so if 300's like the really thick stuff from Crafts Companion, like the black matte, this is, you know, less than that obviously. Thicker than layering weight, but not quite like a thickest cardstock ever. But how pretty are these? Oh, like the watercolor look to them. Oh, look at this. A little wreath. Oh, these are pretty. I didn't even know. I thought it was all like blue colorways. So this is really pretty. The pink. Kind of whitewash. This one has like music notes in the background and pretty things. These guys. So this is what I was curious about. I thought this dies will cut these, but I don't think so. Hold on. I'm skipping over Oh no, I'm not. The paper is just really thick. I thought I was skipping over it. Because I was like, ooh, if these would cut that, that'd be really nice. But I don't know. Let's see. Or you fussy cut those. Which I know a lot of you guys love to do. Just teasing. Let's see here. Again, just really pretty papers. Look how big that is. I mean, really nice. 8 by 8, so if you want to have like a mini album or something. But for me, of course, there'd be like card borders, and then it repeats back to this. I think these are repetitions. I just want to make sure. I can't really tell because, yeah, right? Every few pages it repeats. Yeah. Okay, so I think whenever you saw these like on examples, because somebody fussy cut them, not that the dies cut them out. Okay, so let me think about what I want to do, and we will get started. Just to get started, what I think I'm going to do is take this paper, and again, it's called on the border. Obviously, you can see these pieces are very much close to the border. What I think I want to do is put this one here, and then maybe cut a strip from this one and use some of the lace, you know, up and down or something cute. So, to get this cut out and not interfere with this one, I'm going to cut this strategically here. Like, I'm going to cut it down so that I'm not disturbing this, but also getting as much of that other piece as I would like. You know what I'm saying? So I want this lined up right here. So now I can cut this in a way that makes sense. So if this is obviously 4 1/4 wide, there's an A2 size card, which is 8 1/2 by 5 1/2 squared at 4 1/4. So the card is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'm gonna keep this for just a minute. I'm gonna line this up over here to 4 1/8. No, should we just cover the whole thing? Let me think. We can cover the whole thing. I hardly ever do that, but why not? So 4 1/4. And then 5 1/2. Oh, that is perfect. You know, I'm cutting off a little bit of that one and a little bit of the other piece. And so now I have this. I need to switch out my blade on my cutter right there. Okay, so let's put that to the side. I'm still going to use this, and basically I'm going to put this across here. Right? Why not? Or I can take a simpler one. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, maybe I'll use this one. So again, I just want this to be 4 1/4 inches wide. So let's go there. And here. And then I'm going to switch out my blade. So you'll be here for this auspicious moment. Just switch it out. And basically, the way I do this is I just open it up, obviously. It kind of flexes a little bit. Just pull it out. Right? You get that flex. I think one of the reviews I had seen was that it was a nightmare to switch out, or somebody said that they couldn't. I don't know what the problem is, but basically now all I do is just push that one in, and it flexes, you know what I'm saying, and it clips in. So, I don't know what the problem is with that. That's as easy as it is, so I don't know. And then get rid of this. You know what happens? I'll put this back in my stash for some reason. I do it all the time because I'm like, well, maybe it's not as dull as I think. No, it's dull. I've had it for a very long time. That is done. Throw that out and then put this back in my stash, which I always keep right next to me here so I don't misplace them. And this little craft cart that's next to me. So let me get rid of this guy for now. Okay, so we have those two bits. And this one might be it. Well, let's see. I might trim this down later. It just depends on what this looks like. Okay. I don't know that I'm going to use the flower set today, to be honest. I might just be doing some die cutting. So basically I'm going to take this guy. Okay. And just run this through some white paper. You know, we like white doilies. Oh, look at that. That works. Okay. Oh, I love gold doilies too. Just any color doily, really. But right now I'm just going to go typical and go like this. And that center circle is going to fall out. But again, if you want to keep it, you can just glue, like when you go to use it, just glue it back in. I'm going to run this through the marquee probably, and I'll be right back. Hey guys. So I'm just getting some elements, get them ready. Again, if you want to keep that so it's like, looks like a full doily, then you can do that. But this doily does cut its own center out already. And so I'm going to take a moment to clean this out. and I'll be right back. Where did I put my basic? Oh, there it is. I'm like, where did I put my card? Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue this down. Oh, you know what? Should we do a little fun? Just so we do use the stamps today, maybe we can do a little something in the background here. What I'm gonna do is, let's see if we take this stamp, and if we have this here, and I'm probably gonna add some border to it. If we just do like a little stamping, maybe take a little bit of like this green, and I'm just gonna do this kind of. Where's my doily? Where's my doily? See, I start getting. If this is like in here, actually that's gonna cover up a lot of it. Well, not really actually, because we're gonna put this. Okay, I keep forgetting that the doily is like see-through, so let's just do a little stamping, a little something fun, and maybe a little bit. Just something. Yeah, just something kind of like that. Okay, let me clean up. I'll be right back. So let's just glue this down then, at least the background piece here. Just gonna have quite a bit, just like little layers. I might trim down the other piece just to make it a little more fine. So again, I usually do matte layers. This is completely covering up the whole top. I'm gonna get down a little bit closer because these colors are very muted, but it's not that they're so muted you can't see them. It's just my camera bleaches everything out real bad. So if that was there, and this is here, and then let's say we have, I don't know, some other stuff. I was gonna fussy cut some flowers, and maybe that's what we'll do. Like I said, I might trim this down, make it a little skinnier. So on this one, since we have several of these paper pads, I'm just gonna like fussy cut like these guys right here. I'm gonna take this little scissor. I'm gonna get this one because I needed one that's complete. That one's also complete. This one's almost complete. I guess it depends on what you want to do with it. But I'm gonna take this and just go around the very edges, kind of close to the design, okay? And again, you apply pressure with your dominant hand and you turn your paper with your non-dominant hand, like you're guiding it with this one. It just makes for a smoother cut. Instead of stopping and starting like you normally do with scissors when you're like, you just kind of go around the whole thing. So I'm just applying pressure, and then if I need to catch up, I'll catch up. What I mean by applying pressure is I'm pressing harder, right? Pressing, pressing, pressing. And then once you get to a certain spot that you can't really do that anymore, that's when I kind of just get back to the very base of the scissor here. Okay, and I'll be right back. Okay, last little bit. Someone uses some kind of element here, and you know what's funny? I like the way it looks without that band, but I thought I was going to use this band, so we'll see. What I'm going to do is trim this down just a little bit, just to make it a little bit smaller. It's so big right now. So what I'm going to do is trim this down just a little bit, and then I grab some paper to mat it with. And again, you can do that with the doily, right? Actually, I probably should, but I wasn't planning on that, so hold on. I do want to leave the pink there just to have some. This is like 1 and like 1 3/8, let's say. Okay. So I was gonna mat this just with a straight line, and I found this blue paper that is just sparkly. I think it'd be really pretty just popping out behind here. If you want to be more dramatic, that's what I was saying. We could do that, but we could use like the little doily, right? Ah man, I kind of wanted to leave it more plain. We kind of have to do this, don't we? Okay, 4 1/4 on this one. 4 1/4. And then what I'll do is lay this guy down right on the edge so we can run that through and see about how much that leaves, you know? And then I'll see how much I need for this side, but I feel like it's going to cover up a lot of the background, like these flowers. We'll see. Okay, let me tape this down then. Okay, I'm going to run this through, gosh, guys, and then I'll come too far on this. I was going to tape it down, then I realized, sorry, that I didn't get the border die. So we want this on here if we want to that little bit of border, And then obviously that's just going to cut in. We need this. I was like ready to run it through, and I'm like, oh no. So I have to come back and edit it. So hopefully it's not too rough of an edit. But we need the edge. And, you know, I might put this on both edges. I might just put on the one edge. I'm putting that right close to the edge. And to be honest, I will probably tape this to my cutting surface because glitter paper really does not want to get stuck down. So, see, it just wants to move. So what happens is I'll tape it to my cutting surface, whatever I use for this. And that way it doesn't move then, okay? But I'll be right back. Then maybe we'll just do the one edge, maybe we'll do both edges, I don't know. But I'll be right back with that. So let's see, and then of course we have to trim away that little bit that's at the end there. Look at that. And this little bit here. So again, this is 4¼ inches, and I think that little die goes to 4 inches, and then if you want to keep going, you would just put it back, you know, line this guy up, and keep going if you want to keep cutting. But for right now, we just need this little 4-inch piece here. Okay, I'm going to clean this out, and then we'll see what that looks like with our little piece there. Be right back. Okay. Oh yeah, that's so pretty, of course. I mean, how cute is that? Or should we, again, I'm not sure if I'm going to do the one, trim it down, or do it this way. I have that hanging down here. This will be trimmed away. Then we have this piece. Oh, okay, see. Okay, fine, we'll do both sides. I can't decide. So, I am covering a bit of that bottom piece. If you want to put it all the way up like this, it's up to you. But what I'd like it is for it to just be kind of sticking out from underneath. So if that's there, we need to bring these guys over again. And just about eyeball where this stuff should be. And then we'll split the difference when we come back. It's not the biggest deal. So if that's there, just go in just a little bit. This is me not measuring, so if you want to measure and just make sure things are where you want them to be, and go for it. I'm sorry. Try to make sure this is straight and hold that. Hold that. A little bit too low. Just about there, whatever makes that straight. So let me put this over here. Like right there. Okay. I still need to clean out this guy, so I'm going to clean it out. I'm going to place it very carefully and then tape it down, okay? So I'll be right back and run that through. So let's take this off. Oh, you know what? I should be more careful. So just like I did before, I'm going to take this off carefully. I'm going to clean out, you know, the little bits that are stuck in here and then just snip away this extra bit. And the reason I said I should be careful is because I was going to tear it. And this is glitter paper, so even if you just tear it, you might see the white core. And it won't look as nice. Okay, I will be right back. And so we have this guy. Like I said, I'll just split the difference just so we have a little doily kind of sticking out from behind. Why do I keep thinking I'm all done and then I keep seeing more pieces? Okay, let's just glue this down. And I'm going to use a wet glue, especially with glitter, but I always use a wet glue anyway. If you watch my channel, you'll know that. And I'm just going to let that set up for just a minute because this is glitter and all that. Just making sure we're lined up even. A little bit on top, a little bit on bottom. Okay, I'll be back. So this is pretty much what we were going for, but I just had a change of mind on something. What if... this might be weird. But what if we snip that so that's in front and in the back? That makes a big difference, right? It just looks so different. And then, I don't know if I'm going to put that guy there or over there. Hold on, okay. Let's say we have that. I guess we didn't have to snip it. I just snipped it. You didn't have to cut it, guys. It just depends on what you want to do, because honestly, if you want it to go like that, then you would have a snip in there, but I guess you didn't have to snip it. We could have just popped it through like this. This is what happens when you're just thinking out loud, which is what I do. Okay, maybe like that. That's interesting, huh? I don't know if we want to notice that so much. Like, oh, look, it's like gone right there, right? Would you notice it more there, or over on this side? Because then if I put my little flower back down, that's cuter because you can see that it's gone. Okay, I was going to pop this up, but now that I'm doing this, I think it looks better just glued down. So I'm going to put glue all along this, all along that, a little bit here and there. Da, da, da. And yeah, maybe totally different than what I was originally thinking. But again, going kind of right down the center, I suppose, and then a little bit of glue, maybe there to hold that down. Okay, I'm going to hold this down, and I'll be right back. So there's our card right now. It has lots going on. And then this little guy, I was just going to glue it down, like here, and leave it open so that if we use this as a tag or a little die for our sentiment, I can tuck it in here. But you can also just put it up on dimensionals, you know, if you wanted to. Let's make a tag real quick. So this is just a piece that cut off that paper. I think this will be pretty to write on. Now there are some leaves here if you want to catch that as part of your tag, you know, you can definitely do that. Or literally from any other piece of paper. I just thought this one was good because it was muted, right? So we can actually like stamp something on there. So I'll catch a little bit of that corner. I'll run this through and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so we have this little guy. Oh my goodness, he's delicate at that top part. Look at that. So I don't have the stamps yet that go along with this collection because like I said, I bought the thing the way I bought it. But you can always you know, stamp something on there. I'll find something and I'll have something stamped. I'm trying to think if I want to use some twine or something on that little tag or just leave it the way it is. What if we make a bow but make it kind of basic? So I'm just going to use my fingers, which is going to be kind of big, but going over the front, in between these two, back under and up and over your middle finger. And I'm just making a simple bow and then I'm going to adjust it, push it all the way through, and that little cross that you just made right now, we're just going to stick that underneath. Usually I do a double bow, but I just want it to be really simple for this. And Miranda just woke up, so I got to get moving. Now if we adjust it, what you have to do is, that's right, pull this from over here, make it a little bit smaller, and then pull down here. The one that you use to knot it is pretty much stationary. Oh yeah, let's do that. Okay. So if I put this on here, it's going to take a second. I'm just going to use this. And you know what? This little paper, like I said, is kind of a little thicker than layering weight. If I wanted to, I could back it up with a second piece. I'm just trying to get some glue in this area here. And I'm just going to push this on here. Let that set up for a minute. I'll be back. Okay, just cleaning up a little bit here. Aww. So again, I can stamp a little sentiment, a little something on there, or just leave it like that just to be cute. Whatever it is you want. So I guess I'm just going to glue it down, and maybe what I'll do is leave it like this, because you guys know I like to have a little movement. So we can glue this down like a little pouch area, basically. I'll put that right there. I'm going to hold that down for a little bit, and I'll be right back. So there is the base card, little stamping, a little something else here, some die cutting, the different pieces there. We have a little tag that we can then just stamp our little sentiment on that just tucks right in there. So that's what I came up with. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll have images coming up. I'll have the links in the description box. And again, this collection I think is on sale till July 31st. It's like 30% off or up to 30% off, especially in the bundle, right? So, alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you at the next one. There on Craftstash is where I'll link this to. Bye now.